Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show,
Which didn't last long because she died.
Shalom, shalom. HALALYAM La, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone and teaching them well. Peace and salutations be to the full elect. I'm Brother Tazo. I'm coming at you from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Alright, this lesson is going to be going into diet and health. Okay. One thing about being in this truth, you got to understand also is you got to take care of your diet and your health. You got to take care of yourself. We are also given instructions on how to do that. For that cause came the dietary laws in the first place, man. You know, so you gotta take care of your bodies, man. Okay? You gotta know what to eat, what not to eat. You gotta know how much to eat, when to slow down. Okay? You gotta be temperate at the table. If you ain't temperate at the table, you're a niggard at the table. Okay, you're just scuffing everything down. All right, it's gonna come back and bite you. And it ain't gonna be no nibble, it's gonna be a bite of a lion. You know? Later on down the line, it may not be an instant bite. It may not be an instant repercussion, but you're gonna feel it later on, man. Your body is, it will be going through things that you may not see symptoms of it yet, you know, but by the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late, you know? So that's one thing you want to do is take care of your health, because we know how precious your health is. It's better than any treasure, you know, that you can value on earth, man. You know, any earthly treasure is the best earthly treasure is good health. That's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30 and verse. But Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 14, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. So you can have all the money in the world, okay? You can have all the money in the world, but when you're sick, it means nothing, because you ain't gonna be able to. Your quality of life goes down. When you're sick, you suffer a horrible quality of life, and quality just goes into how you live your life every day. You know, you may not be able to live your life the same. You may not be able to jump and run at the same speed, or jump at the same height, or you may not be able to exercise without getting extremely tired. You know, these things are set inside the body to weaken you. You know, when you get these ailments weaken the body. You know, and you can't really enjoy things as you used to. You want to go play football or play sports with the guys, and you got to sit it out while they have fun, man, because their bodies are still youthful and healthful, you know, but your body is suffering, okay? And you can have all the money in the world, money can't buy, you'll find out that money can't buy good health, you know? You need discipline for good health, okay? You need to know when to say enough is enough. You need to be, know how to be satisfied with your portion, okay? And bad health comes from people that aren't satisfied with their portions, and some people are cursed with bad health from birth, and that's just judgment from the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Or it may be a thorn in your flesh that you got to suffer for YAHAWASHI, man, you know? So, but you want to take care of yourself, and elders and apostles, again, MILLSTONE, go into it all the time. Health, diet. And because they're up in age, they understand how important health is, you know, but how much more for us who are youthful. You know, now is the time to take charge of our lives and take charge of our health, you know, and our diets, you know, before we regret it when we get older, before the evil days come, you know, because how grievous will those evil days be if in our youth we ain't taking care of ourselves, you know? It's just simply put, America's poisoning us every day more and more, and it feels like they're putting more and more stuff in the food and in the air day by day, and in your water and your drinks. Okay, they got all these bans coming out now on food because they're cancerous, and our kids were eating these things, and we were eating these things when we were kids. You know, that's why you have to really consider your health and diligently consider what you're putting inside yourself, because you can be very well eating poison the entire time, and then you wonder why your body's acting up. Your body's not responding to you the same. It's not doing what you want it to do, okay? Because it can't. It's like a car with rusty parts. It's like a car with busted parts and old parts in it, and you keep trying to drive it, and that shit making noises, and it's because it's not sound anymore. But it says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Okay, you can be poor, but hey, at least you got good health, man. You got a sound body. It says, health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. You can be infinitely rich, but guess what? You ain't got a strong body, a healthy body. That shit it's gonna be nothing to you, man. You know, you suffering from an ailment or a disease and illness. Guess what? It ain't gonna be that. All those riches ain't gonna be so. It ain't gonna be so delicious anymore. It ain't gonna look so delicious anymore. You ain't gonna lust for the things you used to lust for, like things that come with money, women, cars, clothes, fanciness, all sorts of things that you would lust for when you get money. You ain't gonna lust for them things no more. You're gonna lust for good health. Okay, you gonna wish you had that body. You ain't gonna be coveting after another man's wife anymore. You're gonna be coveting after his healthy body. Damn, I wish I had that body. That's what these Edomites do. They ain't satisfied with their portion. Okay, they want. And so you see these old ass Edomites, they want to live forever, man. They ain't satisfied that they lived a life with the fullness of the earth in their hands. Okay, they want to keep living. They want to take Jake's organs, kill Jake and take the organs and live on after that. They coveting after Jake's bodies, man. You know, look at that young, healthy Jake, strong nigga boy. I want his kidneys. How much for his kidneys? You know, and they can see the health in you. They can see your health radiating off of your flesh, radiating off of your countenance, your skin. Okay, because it all shows in your skin, in your countenance. Okay, in your stature. It all shows your health, man. Okay. And they looking at you like, damn, if only I had that, the things I'd be able to do right now, you know? So you better take care of yourself while you can, discipline yourself early, and then you won't have to suffer later, man. It says, there is no riches above a sound body and no joy above the joy of the heart. Okay, because your body ain't sound no more, guess what? You're going to always be afflicted. You're going to be tormented. Okay, your own body going to be your torment. Imagine waking up and your own body is your demons. You got to fight your body every day. Come on, body, get up, body. Oh man, why you doing this? Too tired to move. Come on, get up, you know. And that's hell, man. You know, you're just sitting inside of an empty vessel that's wasting away. It's like, I'm gonna say empty vessel. You're just sitting inside of a vessel or a body that's just wasting away. It can't really do much. It's running on E. You know, when your car is empty on gas, it starts slowing down, and it starts stopping every now and then, because it's about to quit. It's about to cut off. It's about to give up the light that's in it. Give up the light that's in it, man. You know, and that electrical current. Once the electrical current get cut off, guess what? Now you're gonna need a jump. It's the same thing with these bodies that spark in the heart. The heart pumps off of electrical currents. Okay, but when that spark leaves out of your heart, guess what? You're gonna need a jump, just like your car. They're gonna try to jump you back to life, and then you're gonna try to come back to life and keep living the same way you're living. It's not gonna work for you, man. You gotta cut off bad habits. Okay, especially with the food they putting out. That shit is not good for us, man. It says death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. Okay, death is better because you're gonna be at rest. You ain't gonna be suffering all the time. You see all these movies about what hell looks like, but it's hell really is really a condition on earth. We are already under the sun. Okay, a place of judgment. This is where hell takes place. And when your body begins afflicting you, guess what? You got certain things pointing, and it's like little demons pointing and poking at you with pitchforks, but it's your body the whole time, man. You know, body's up in pain and agony, clenching and aching everywhere, man. You know, you wishing you can just get away from the pain. You wishing you can just escape the pain. It said death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness, or a sickness that's continuous. You know, there's some sicknesses that you may get that they'll be gone in a few days, but then there's that sickness, that disease that sticks with you until your death, man. You know, scriptures say death is better than that, because what you much rather be at peace and at rest than to suffer in pain and agony every day, man. Being sick and not being able to do anything but lay around and watch your life pass before you. Now I want to see if I can grab this in let's see if I can grab this in the GNT. What was it? Ecclesiasticus 30 and 13. All right, so this is the GNT, the Good News Translation, in the book of Sirach, chapter 30, and we'll start at verse 14. It says, "It is better to be poor but strong and healthy than to be rich but in poor health. A sound, healthy body and a cheerful attitude are more valuable than gold and jewels. Nothing can make you richer or give you greater happiness than those two things." Look at that, man. "It will be better to be dead, asleep forever, than to live in the misery of a chronic illness. The finest food means nothing if you are too sick to eat it. Woo! It might as well be offered to an idol, but there is no point in offering food to an idol. It can't eat or smell it." Damn! So look at this, man. It says the finest food means nothing if you are too sick to eat it. Okay, so the finest food the finest food is good for nothing because you're too sick to eat it. Your body don't process sugar the same. Your body don't process salt the same. Okay, it don't process the certain minerals in the food the same. You got a mineral deficiency disease, or some kind of high blood pressure or heart disease. Okay, certain things you may eat may trigger symptoms. Okay, certain things you may eat, you want to eat to enjoy the delights thereof. The scripture calls them sweet foods delights, man. You know, you want to enjoy delights and shit, and you can't do that no more, because then your body will have your ass on the floor and locked up in a seizure mode or some shit, man. Because what, you've driven your body to a state and to a point where it's been constantly overfed with bullshit. You know, it's been constantly overridden with junk and with poison. Now it's it's showing you the signs of being poisoned, you know, and you can't really do anything about it, but watch your body just cry out and help as it deteriorates. It says, the finest food means nothing if you are too sick to eat it. It might as well be offered to an idol, but there is no point in offering food to an idol. It can't eat it or smell it. It is just the same with someone whom the Lord has afflicted. Woo-wee. He looks at his food and sighs like a castrated man hugging a young woman. Oh my God, look at that, bro. So it's like a castrated man, a man that was being castrated. You hugging a young woman, you want to go into her so bad, but you can't, because you ain't got the materials to, man. You ain't working with the tools. And what you do when you destroy your body, okay, and the Lord afflicts your body with the illness, guess what? You ain't got the tools to eat the things you used to eat anymore. And that's one of the pleasures of earth, you know, is the good foods. Okay, even the Lord, he likes the smell of the smell of the burnt offerings. Okay, and when you come home and you're smelling some food on the stove or in the oven, you're like, damn, you know, and then you understand, yeah, this is a sweet smelling to me. You know, the Lord said this is sweet smelling to me. And you come home to a sweet smell and you're like, yeah. But then what happens when you come home one day and you smell the sweet smell, but you can't enjoy the taste thereof, you know? That's why it's so important to take care of your health. You know, your health is very important. I'm gonna take this one with me real quick. Put it in the chat for the brothers to read too. That's a good read, man. Now I want to grab this next, in the book of Ecclesiasticus. All right, so it says in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31, we'll start at verse... We'll start at verse 19. It says, "A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, and he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed." So if you're well nurtured, if you've got a healthy body already, right? Scripture say a very little is sufficient for you. That's enough for you, man. You don't need to overeat. You don't need to fill yourself up to the brink of explosion every night before you go to bed. Every morning you got to have a breakfast that's going to fill your belly. Every afternoon you need a lunch that's going to fill your belly, and then before lunch and dinner you need a meal that's going to fill your belly, and then you're going to eat dinner and fill your belly again. All day long your body's constantly distracted by getting the shit out of your belly, man. Constantly distracted by ridding your body of toxins, just working hard every day long. You know, eventually your body going to say, oh shit, fuck this, I need a break. Eventually your body going to just tire out, and then you're going to start wheezing, having shortness of breath upon the bed, and snoring upon the bed, and you know, you're going to start getting chest pains and stomach pains, and you know, you're going to be wondering why this happens to you, because look how you eat. Look what you put inside of your body. You know, the scriptures say, take care of that body you got, man. It's the Lord's body. He gave it to you to serve him. And you defiling it when you're putting too much shit in it. You're putting all this poison in it. You got to take care of it, okay? Whenever you get a possession, you get a nice-ass car, what you doing? You taking care of it. You taking it, you get a car wash every other day. You making sure it's nice, clean, and shiny every day. You don't want to drive it too much. Sometimes you got to go down the street, you rather walk because you want to keep your car looking clean and nice. Okay, keep the mileage low. Okay, it's the same thing with your bodies. Take care of your bodies the same way you'll take care of a brand new sports car. You know, because these bodies are the greatest gift you can have on this earth. You know, these things are the Lord's machines that he created. They were specially made. And Esau and Edom can't fathom how they were made. You think they know, but they don't, man. You go into these hospitals and they tell you everything you have but what you actually have, what you're actually dealing with. And they give you all these drugs and chemicals and poisons to kill you even quicker, to keep you coming back to them so they can keep killing you and killing you. They're killing you when you leave the hospital by the food you eat that's in the stores is made readily available to you, okay? And then they kill you when you come to get help for it, okay? You're getting poison in the food, and then you go to the hospital to get help from the poison, to get clean from the poison, and they poison you again. You know, it's a never-ending cycle of death and destruction when Esau Edom. That's why he has to be wiped off the face of the earth. You know, it says, and he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed. So when you be wheezing when you sleeping and you short breath while you sleeping, that's unhealthy. You got an unhealthy body, man. Okay, it says, sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He riseth early, and his wits are with him. But the pain of watching and choler and pangs of the belly are with an unsatiable man. When you wake up one day and you find pain in your belly, that's when you're going to realize, damn, I'm unsatiable. I mean, you can't be satisfied with your portion, the food that you were eating. You know, the little amount that you had to eat, you weren't satisfied, so you had to fill your plate up to the brink, you know, and eat all that, scuff it all down like a fucking pig. And guess what? Now it's biting you in the ass. You got certain minerals and things that your body is supposed to digest getting stuck inside of your organs. It can't digest no more. It ain't processing. It ain't moving through the body no more like a smooth flowing machine. Now it's all getting stuck and getting caught up and getting rusted over, man. You know, it's all getting jagged up, and your stomach and your body is lagging now. You know, and that's how you come out with a lot of brain diseases, heart diseases, intestinal diseases, stomach disease, cancers, okay, diabetes, okay, high blood pressures. All these things are coming for Jake, man. These are the most common killers amongst Jake, okay, because of the food that they eat and how they eat it. And they put so much sugar in it because it brings the dopamine up out of your brain, man. It brings dopamine out of you, which makes you enjoy the food that you eat. You take pleasure in when you eat it because there's so much sugar in it. You may not realize how much sugar is in it, but it's sugar in everything, man. It's sugar in your bread, your pasta, your rice, okay? The candy you eat when you go to eat candy because you want something sweet. It's already sweet as hell, man. You didn't even realize your normal daily diet consists of a whole lot of sugar, you know. But then you want some more sweet. You want something that you can taste sweet, and you go and get shit like candy, Debbie cakes, okay. And if you think your bread and your pasta and your rice and shit like that is already sweet, how much more these Debbie cakes and these things that are loaded with sugar, but loaded with added sugars, okay, loaded with sugar already, all right, and they stacking this shit up on your food and letting you buy it, and they saying, okay, that it's not our fault he bought it, it's his fault. Esau not gonna tell you watch your diet, you know. We'll have a daily calorie limit of 2,000 on the back of a snack or whatever, but what ignorant nigga gonna read that, man? You know, only the person that's actually watching for their diet and watching for their health is gonna check things out like that. But Jake ain't doing that. They just eating to eat, you know. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He riseth early, and his wits are with him. When you rise up early, you're gonna be when you eating moderately, you're gonna wake up early because your body don't need much time to take out the toxins in your body. When you're sleeping, your body's healing itself. But when the longer you sleep, the longer your body needs to heal. That's because the longer your body needs to heal itself, and it's getting a lot of shit up out of you. You know, you got a lot of shit in there. It takes a longer time to detoxify. All right, but it says moderate eating, sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. Meaning you're gonna get good sleep first of all. You're gonna get some good sleep, and when you wake up, you're gonna feel energized. You're gonna feel full of energy, like you ain't lacking nothing. You ain't gonna feel like you want to go back to sleep. You ain't gonna feel still tired and groggy, and clogged up in your mind. It says, and his wits are with him, meaning you're gonna be in your mind. It says, you riseth early, and his wits are with him. You're gonna wake up early in the morning, okay, which is the ideal time to wake up. That's when you're supposed to wake up. You get this day started early. You know, if anybody's waking up early, that means they got a healthy sleep schedule and a healthy diet. You know, you waking up early every day, that's a good thing, man. You're supposed to sleep during the night and be up during the day. It says, and his wits are with him, so you're going to be in your right mind when you wake up. You're going to be able to think straight. You're going to be able to, you notice sometimes you get not enough sleep, you go to work, and you be fucking up on things, man. You be messing up, or you be, you can't keep up. Okay, or you'll make mistakes. You make a lot of mistakes because your wits aren't with you. But you notice when you get enough sleep and you wake up early, you wake up on time. You know, you feel like you have more than enough time to do everything. Okay, you go into work and everything, you're acing everything. You breezing by the day because everything comes easy to you because your wits are with you. You know, and that's a blessing. That's a gift of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. So you can't take that for granted, man. You take that for granted, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. And everybody, what's that one saying? You don't know what you have until you lose it. You know, when you lose it, guess what? That's when you realize, damn, I wish I had it back. That's when you become grateful. Jake only becomes grateful when they lose what they had because they can't see what was in their face the entire time. It says, but the pain of watching and choler and pangs of the belly are with an insatiable man. You may have pain when you're pooping, okay? You got pain in your stomach, or you may be constipated, nauseous. You may have heartburn, indigestion, Shit like this is what it comes from an unsatiable man. It's because you ain't satisfied with the smaller portion of your meal, man. You know, if you want to just tug everything down and think you're gonna get by the day, think you're gonna live a long life like that. No, man. The Lord gave us laws. He even said, "Be temperate." Okay. Scripture talks about being continent. Okay, scripture, because incontinence means lack of self-control, and if you're overeating, it's because you lack self-control. You know, the spirit don't want to overeat. The flesh wants to overeat. The flesh wants to overindulge in everything, overindulge in sex, overindulge in eating delicious foods. Okay, overindulge in entertainment. Okay, because all these things are like dopamine to you. Okay, it's like drugs. You ain't just like a bad child. You ain't supposed to give it. You ain't supposed to give a bad child everything it wants all the time, or it's going to grow up to be spoiled. Likewise with your body. In your youth, in the youth of your body, you discipline it. Otherwise, your body's going to spoil early. It's going to grow up to spoil. Okay? It's going to fucking rot, literally. It says, "And if thou hast been forced to eat, arise, go forth, vomit, and thou shalt have rest." That's how serious it is, because it said vomit, and then you're gonna have rest. Okay, throw up everything you ate, just so your body can function properly, because the body don't function properly when it's full of shit, man. So I want to grab this in the G&T, and then we can close out. And the book of Ecclesiasticus and the G&T, chapter 31, and we'll start at verse verse 19. It says, "A little bit is plenty for anyone with good manners. Besides, you won't be short of breath when you go to bed. People who eat too much get stomach aches and cannot sleep. If you don't overeat, you can get a good night's sleep and wake up early the next morning feeling fine. But if you do get a stomach ache from eating too much, go off and vomit and you will feel better. My child, if you listen to what I am saying and put it into practice, one of these days you will thank me for it. Be moderate in everything you do, and you will never get sick." There you go. I want to grab this and close out. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38. Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 15. "He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician." All right, so that's the Lord casting an affliction upon you, man. Okay, that sickness, that continual sickness. You're gonna be sinning before the Lord. Guess what? You're gonna cast a continual sickness upon you. You're gonna find yourself stuck. All right, you're gonna be stuck at a wall block, hoping for the Lord's mercy, man. You know, so lead a good life, man. Take care of yourself and be mercy. It's like be humble, be meek. Okay, be content. All right, you're gonna live a good life. Otherwise, you'll suffer, as others have. Okay, so with that, truly, this lesson was edifying to you. Akim and Agwath, listen to truth and sincerity. Till next time, Yeshua, I give all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. The water. All right. Till next time, Yeshua, I say shalom.